The imagination of Jim Henson.
Who are you?
I've brought you a gift.
This falls under the fantasy, kind of I would say kids, but in a darker kids, and that would be Ella's friend. That would be Labyrinth.
That's right.
The Jim Henson film with George Lucas's help. And look, this movie is one of my all-time favorite fantasy films.
It's a crystal. It'll show your dreams. There. It's further than you think.
Jennifer Connelly squaring off against David Bowie and a legion of goblins. And David Bowie, he's got some tight pants in this movie.
That's the thing. If there's one thing that I could change about Labyrinth, that would be some of the close-ups of David Bowie's package. I don't understand why we need it. At one point, I thought it was one of the creatures.
You know, again, Jennifer Connelly, she's an adolescent girl, so she doesn't really care about her little brother. She's got her own thing. She's discovering her hormones for the first time.
Yeah.
She's going through changes, Kristen. She can't be bothered to babysit her younger brother, so she kind of is like, hey, you know what? If my younger brother goes somewhere else, I don't care.
It's kind of what happens every time after one of our reviews.
I've been kidnapped by goblins a couple times. I don't go home that way anymore.
David Bowie calls her bluff. He comes on in, he takes the kid, sends the goblins in, and then she goes, wait a second, I didn't realize there actually were goblins. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
And then David Bowie's like, all right, well, I'll give you your brother back if you find Mick Jagger and convince him to make out with me.
Yeah.
No? Okay, then I guess I'm kidnapping your brother, and he's going to the castle full of goblins and the gobbledygooks and a bunch of evil muppets.
She finds Hoggle, he's kind of a grouch, and he's kind of a used car salesman.
And he's got a bit of a bladder problem.
He does
When
not.
you get introduced to Hoggle in this movie, it's one of my favorite scenes in any movie ever. She's looking for Hoggle. She's like, hey, who was that guy? She's running around. She sees Hoggle. What is Hoggle doing? He's taking a leak in a fountain. And here's why I love Labyrinth for all its zaniest. It's not just like in any movie where you see a character taking a leak in the corner, and they show the stream of urine coming out of Hoggle's Hoggle going into a fountain. Did we really?
And the best part about it is that he's taking this in the open, and then she sees him, and he gets all embarrassed, and starts like fixing his pants.
Yeah, you're peeing for everybody to see, and now all of a sudden okay, and I love that was like a scene in the movie. They had to light for that.
Yeah.
They had to get Hoggle stunt double to come in and take a couple practice pees. George Lucas was on set that day.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see the Muppet. I want to see the Muppet stream.
Because you know why he did that? Because at one point he said, well, I can't really have Yoda taking a crap, so...
See? There's nothing to be afraid of.
Ludo!
Oh, okay.
And then he does, smell bad!
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, Ludo's the big orange, not unlike that thing. And then my favorite character in Labyrinth is the little guy that rides the dog.
Sir Didymus.
Sir Didymus? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Sir Didymus is great.
Sir Didymus is great.
Walking around, and he basically is the hero around the Bog of Eternal Stench.
Speaking of which, M. Night Shyamalan's career is in this film. It's called The Bog of Eternal Stench.
Oh, that's a good line.
You like that?
Well done.
Thank you.
They all get to the castle, and now David Bowie's really playing some mind tricks.
Right.
He's got some crazy music going. It's psychedelic. It's like, once you get to the castle, you've already seen some scary stuff. Now, you're going to have to trip on acid and drink absinthe, and then make it out of this thing alive. Pretty tough to do.
Yes.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Everything I've done for you.
But can I tell you one thing?
What do you got?
You remind me of the Babe.
What, babe?
The Babe with the power.
What power?
The power with the voodoo.
Voodoo?
Voodoo! Oh, you're ruined.
Tried as hard as babe could try.
No, you remind me of the Babe. What Babe? The Babe with the power. What power? The power of the voodoo.
Voodoo.
Do what?
No. I think I had it right.
Yeah, no, you screwed up the first time. I saw my baby.
Look, I tried as hard as babe could try.
Try.
Dance, magic dance.
Jump, magic jump. Yes, we remember that, and it has
Some more than others.
It has truly shown that we are nerds.
I love this movie. This is one of the best fantasy films ever made,
It's a very warped Alice in Wonderland, if you think about it.
I would even say, yeah. I mean, I enjoy this story so much. It's on a par with Alice in Wonderland. You know, it may even upset it, but
It's a dark. I'm just saying, in general, the story is a very dark version of Alice in Wonderland, and Alice in Wonderland was dark, but it's just like
it is very cleverly done because if you're a little kid, you're not going to get scared. You don't
think the goblins in the beginning stealing the kid?
The goblins have a sense. They're kind of like gremlins. They have like a little bit of a sense of humor about them.
But that's when you see them in the beginning. It is like gremlins were scary at first, but these things are running around, they're giggling. It's like you when you're watching an episode of The Family Guy or something. So that's, I mean, look, this movie, I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie 4 out of 5 schmoes.
I'll say 4.2 out of 5 schmoes. I mean, this movie is as good as they come when you're talking about a fantasy movie for adults or kids alike.
I love it. It's a great movie, and I'm sure people who have seen this movie will love it. It's a kids movie for sure. It's a kids movie. People don't always like to put the kids movies in their, their playlist of favorite movies. But look,
some people are embarrassed saying that their favorite movie's Dumbo when they're meeting a nice girl at a bar.
And if you have Netflix and you have Instant Queue, by the way, Labyrinth is available on Instant Queue, so check that out. And if you did, let us know if you've watched it. Have fun watching this movie because it is a blast.
Yeah.
The world of Labyrinth.
Okay, look, you just got back, okay? You just got back from this awful adventure. Your parents didn't find out. You had that Ferris Bueller, I gotta run, I gotta do my parents to the house. She gets there, brother's safe, and then the girl just wants to sleep. It's like she's just in Vegas for a week, and she just wants to forget what she just did. Right. And then all these damn muppets show up in her house, under her bed, in her closet. Sure, you need us. Yeah, you know what I need, Hubble? Get the hell out of my life. I never want to see any of you guys again.
And use the bathroom on the way out, okay? Don't piss in my parents' pool.